The true power of JOUGAN is an ability that can change the fate, realize it or not. That the further the Boruto story goes, the more Shinjutsu abilities are beyond our expectations. I thought Kishimoto-sensei wouldn't use too many powers beyond reason for future stories. However, after knowing that Kashin Koji has the ability to see the future, believe it or not that JOUGAN's eyes must have hidden abilities that make us surprised, and today we will reveal it in full. Oh yeah, today is my day. The true power of JOUGAN has been revealed. Let's reveal and discuss in detail based on the story that has happened. But before that, please like and subs. Thanks. Shinjutsu is a power that is completely beyond the ability of ordinary humans that we have never even imagined how great this power is. With the information and the big plot twist in chapter 13, there will be a lot of crazy powers that you never imagined before will happen in the future. We used to think that the power to see everything in the world was crazy and absurd. Then, the power to see all of people's pasts also sounds very crazy, and we never try to think further that the power to see the future is indeed real. But it's a shame that it turned out because it actually all happened in the Boruto anime. Even too many people argue and do not accept this fact by comparing what is in the Naruto story. They think that this is not the world of shinobi. But on the other hand, I really appreciate Masashi's ingenuity in making Boruto truly the best anime and having a very climactic story. Believe it or not, even though we haven't gotten confirmation about JOUGAN, Otsutsuki Shibai is the one who has JOUGAN abilities, and that means that JOUGAN is part of Shinjutsu. If you believe that JOUGAN is a Shinjutsu power or you have another theory, please comment and give your opinion, guys. If we talk about JOUGAN, from the beginning of the story, JOUGAN was there until the introduction of Shinjutsu to all of us, and I believe that JOUGAN is an unusual power. I forget in what chapter this happened, but I still remember when Toneri explained about these eyes. He once said, "Boruto Uzumaki, your eyes are the star of hope of imminent destruction. The power of hope dwells within you. With those eyes, you will bear the fate of this world. Your eyes will guide you towards the light that will erase the darkness." That's more or less how I remember him saying it, but if you know what chapter it was, please let me know, guys. Thanks. Oh yeah. Toneri has said from the beginning that JOUGAN's eyes are the star of hope. And if we're talking about this, do you know what a star is? Maybe simply a star is an object that is very bright. And because it's so bright, it can illuminate dark areas. If Boruto is said to be a star of hope, it means that as long as Boruto is alive, hope will remain. So what do you think hope is? Yep, exactly. Hope to prevent the planet Earth from being destroyed by Shinju and the others. And all of that became clearer when Kashin Koji explained what he had seen with his Jippo ability. Kashin Koji very clearly knows which possible future paths are very difficult to change, and which ones are possible to change. If Kashin Koji said that, then Boruto who died at the hands of Kawaki should have a high probability, right? Then why did Boruto suddenly survive? This must be the involvement of a force. I still firmly believe that it was probably Momoshiki's doing. It's possible that Momoshiki used the time-stopping ability to prevent Boruto from dying at Kawaki's hands. But what if what Momoshiki did was thanks to the JOUGAN eyes that Boruto had? Momoshiki was able to prevent Boruto's death because he utilized the power of JOUGAN in Boruto's body. This might sound a little plausible, but what if Boruto's luck was really purely due to a power that didn't necessarily need help from Momoshiki to make it happen? For example, do you know the reason why Naruto, who Kashin Koji said should die at the hands of Ishiki, actually lived and prevented Ishiki from planting his karma on Kawaki? Previously, we assumed that Kurama had changed Naruto's death destiny. But what if what happened to Naruto was thanks to Boruto's JOUGAN power? Maybe this is not explained and we are not even shown about this. But with what Kashin Koji has explained that all the future paths he saw had a high probability but nothing happened, can we conclude that this is all because of JOUGAN? If you still don't understand, maybe the reason is because JOUGAN is probably a Shinjutsu that has the power to change the future. And once again, I'm sure this will all be revealed by those eyes. By the way, do you still remember what Momoshiki said, guys? Those blue eyes will take everything from you. From those words, it's even more certain that the blue eyes Momoshiki was referring to were Boruto's blue eyes. That's because Koji told us all that Boruto was supposed to die at Kawaki's hands. And if Boruto didn't die at Kawaki's hands, I'm pretty sure it was because of his blue eyes. After helping Sarada from Kawaki's attack, Boruto's blue eye was injured. Momoshiki had said, "So boy, you lost one blue eye. I think you already know, but this is just the beginning. You'll continue to lose everything in the not-too-distant future." If the blue eye had not been injured, Boruto would have died at Kawaki's hands. But because the blue eyes were injured, Boruto managed to prevent his death and also Sarada's death. This means that the blue eyes are actively doing something to change Boruto's future. Because this blue eye was active, Boruto experienced an incident where Senriganeda's power was active and he lost everything. This is very crazy. Do you understand, guys? This is unexpected, and this is a very interesting discussion. And try to imagine that if Boruto had been killed by Kawaki, then he wouldn't have to go through all this suffering. Then, do you realize that on average, besides the future where Boruto and Naruto die, the future about Otsutsuki evolving and increasing their number to 5 actually happened? Then why is it about Boruto's death that fate seems to say otherwise? Jura said in the 13th chapter he should have targeted Boruto's vital parts correctly. Then he said that Boruto was very lucky. It's as if heaven told you to stay alive. Perhaps this is what is called divine. Something related to this divinity is usually associated with destiny. That is, it is possible that everything that is happening to Boruto right now is indeed influenced by a force that can change Boruto's future. Why can Jura feel that heaven is asking Boruto to stay alive? Perhaps this reason will sound reasonable. First, when Jura attacked Boruto, it turned out that he did not hit his vital parts. Second, when Jura was about to kill Boruto, suddenly Mamushi came to give important information. Third, Mamushi reminds Jura that he is carrying Hidari's Togodama, which must not be left for a long time, because it will become rotten. And from these three things, Jura concluded that heaven was the one who asked Boruto to stay alive. If JOUGAN can be fully controlled by Boruto, maybe Boruto can change all the futures seen by Kashin Koji. And this possibility reminds us of Shibai Otsutsuki. Have you ever thought if Shibai has the ability to see the future? And does he also not have the ability to change the future itself? I'm sure he must have such an ability, and the JOUGAN Eye is the answer as a Shinjutsu power that can do that. In Toneri's words, your eyes will guide you to the light that will erase the darkness. Currently, JOUGAN is guiding Boruto to stay alive and erase the darkness from this world. In the end, JOUGAN will bring Boruto to the point where Boruto must make a final stand against Kawaki. This is actually in accordance with Boruto's wishes, where he wants to make Kawaki realize the mistakes that have been made. And does all this sound reasonable, guys? Then do you still think that this is all nonsense because it hasn't happened yet? It doesn't matter, guys, because after all, to prove it, Masashi Kishimoto will not do it at one time, because if so, it will not make the story interesting. Precisely with this assumption and theory, the Boruto story will sound interesting for us to continue to follow. So, that's our discussion this time. If you have another point of view or another theory, I would be happy to read it. Like and subs, I'm Nim. See you in the next episode. Bye bye, Data Bio.